Okay. Okay, Assalamu alaikum. This is Team Folio 3 AI, and the team number is 339. So we have been participating in this Hackfest, and we have been developing this particular challenge, that is a KDSP application. So this is a short demo for what we have been doing. So a short introduction is that the KDSP provided a document with particular requirements as to that they need a system where they can include child details, and they can have therapist details, and then they can somehow manage a scheduling system as well. So basically a management portal, the way we saw the requirements, but very specific how the lists are to be maintained were not given. So based on our own judgment, we decided to break this project down into three parts. One of them is the client facing portal, where a potential client, a candidate, can come in, register himself, uh, and apply for a possible appointment, apply for funding, or maybe a donor can come in on this client portal and give some donation. Then the same client portal has multiple things that goes in line with their objectives as well. The second part of this our app is the admin portal. So basically this is the core area where KDSP staff would be managing all the details. I will just give you a short demo of it as well, and it would be handling schedules and all. And the third part is the scheduler, where KDSP staff will be uh, doing all the scheduling for different therapists, would be creating slots, canceling them, and all. So the what you're seeing right now is the client facing portal, which is the main public facing portal. If anyone would land on the side of KDSP, they should come here. And here we say that these different areas where KDSP is working. So let's go to the first of it. The first one is Khandani Sahara, for example. So when you come to Khandani Sahara, either you make a donation or you apply for financial aid. So if you want to make a donation, you come here, you register yourself, enter your name, email address, phone number, and you're registered, and then you will be contacted by one of the staff members of KDSP. Similarly, if you want to apply for financial aid, you give your similar details, and uh, a similar process would follow. Then we come to the other area that they work in, that is the Sehat healthcare. So you can come here, you can set up an appointment, you can apply for it, and you can fill this registration form. And then based on your registration request, the KDSP staff would enter your details in the admin portal, and then would call you for a possible appointment and for other details as well. Then we come to the talim or hunar part. This is the general knowledgeable area where KDSP teaches its clients and potential loved ones. So they come in, they watch educational videos, techniques, trainings, and all, right? And this is a general contact form for the KDSP client-facing portal. So this was the KDSP client-facing portal that has been made using Python Flask at the back end, and at the front end, we're using different JavaScript libraries and HTML. The next item that I would like to demo is the main admin portal. So we come on the admin portal, and this is the admin dashboard. So let me log out first. This is the admin dashboard. You can log in with admin credentials. The URL has been shared on DevPost. And here we see different areas where an admin can easily manage its uh, uh, and a staff member can easily manage the records. So here we see clients, payments, different queues, therapies. So let's go with adding a client. So here we have a client. Uh, let's add a client. So for example, one of the people, Fahad Zia, has come in with a problem. You add his date of birth. Let's add it today to simplify right now. And you add, for example, Bilal Rao as its father name. So this is a CNIC, this is an optional field. Then you add the contact info as well. So for example, you enter their phone number 0322. And the default is unenrolled because then the staff would decide as to when to enroll, when are they in the waiting list, when do they get their first appointment, and then they can come in and change their status. So if we save this client, and now this client is in our list, so at any time the staff can come into this client's page and can easily see, okay, so we have these people. uh, they can easily change the status from here. They don't have to go inside the individual record to edit it. Similarly, they can select one of the status, like they only want to see the unenrolled people. How many people do they have unenrolled? They can search it from here. They want to see ineligible, because the requirements say that uh, any client who is more who is not younger than 6.5 years is ineligible. So a staff can also mark someone ineligible as well. So these are the client details. Now coming then to the therapist. Similarly, we have a form for therapists where you can add a therapist, and the fields that you see are name, contact, and then you decided what is the specialization. So either a therapist offers OT, PT, ST, what are the different things, and you, based on that, you basically decide the appointment things. Then when we come to the therapy centers, then we have the record for therapy centers. For example, adding a therapy center, you add a title, you add a location, you add a phone number, and you have a list of therapy centers as well. The next in line is the our is a therapist schedule. So then the other thing is that, okay, we do have a therapist, but what is his schedule? What time slots can he offer? So coming here, we select from the available therapist. Here we have only one, so we select Dr. Ali Khan. Then we select, okay, he's available on Wednesday, and this is his start time, for example, and this is, for example, his ending time, 6 to 8. So we know that 6 to 8 means 2 hours, so that means two slots. And then we select which therapy center he'll be available in. So here we have one, so we select ABC Hospital and we save it. Now, based on this therapist schedule, internally, we should, that logic is not implemented, but the main idea is that based on this schedule, internally, we will have some therapy slots created automatically. So for example, okay, and then you have different functionalities here as well. You can search by Monday only. So you get all the therapists available on Monday and their slots. You can search by their names. You can search by the therapy centers, and you get to see, okay, I want to see on, for example, the Gulshan ABC Hospital, Gulshan Center on Tuesday. What are the different schedules? And you can sort on them. You can search effectively. Then the fourth part is the therapy slots. So there are different therapy slots as to, this is the slot that will be assigned to a therapist, to a client, and it will have a date, a start time, and an end time. So all of these slots that we have here, either you can edit from here manually. So you go in, you assign some, this is an optional field, but you assign some title to it, you add a date, start time, end time, or you, and then you have to select the therapist, the therapy type for that slot, and then the client who is being assigned that slot. So you have these two clients, and then you basically select that, is this available right now, is it has been booked. So client is an optional field. So if you haven't selected any client, you will most probably, this slot will be available. Now these therapy slots are directly linked with the scheduler. So this is the third part, the third major module of this application, that when you go to the appointment scheduler, you get to see a complete calendar where you can select a therapist, and based on his schedule, you can modify the slot assigned to one uh, uh, client and all. So uh, yeah, so we get it here. This is the scheduler that a staff would be using. So you select a therapist here, for example, you select Dr. Ali Khan, and then you see, okay, so he's on Sunday. This is PT therapy. A red slot means that this slot is booked. A purple one means that this slot is available. So now you can, for example, create another slot here. I want a slot on Friday, 12:30 to 1 p.m. And I would say, okay, it is an OT slot uh, available available. And then you say, okay, so 24/9, and please get on time. And then you select the status that this is available, and you select the therapy type as to physical therapy, and you save it. So now this is available. At any time the staff can come in and say, okay, let's assign this slot to for example, one of the clients, Fahazia, and you assign the slot. So similarly, when you have other therapists, you can look for the appointments and calendar of other therapists. When you get back to this therapy slots, these are reflected here as well. So now you have another slot created for 24 September at this time, and which is available, and no client has been assigned yet. So it's basically an easy system. We're running short of time. So then the other requirement was the master list. These are the different lists that people will be added to. So for example, when a client comes in and he's eligible for enrollment, he can be added to one of the three lists, or maybe to all three lists. So this is one of the waiting lists. So let's add one item to the waiting list. So we add him today, we add the time, and either it is pending or it is done. Then we add remarks that okay, details taken to follow up. And then we select, okay, so Fahazia came in and we need to assign him a slot. So now we see that, okay, waiting list OT, and this person is in the waiting list. So at any time we can come in and we can sort by the date as given in the requirement, and we can see, okay, first by first, the first one is waiting, the second one is waiting. Now when we have assigned him a slot, a schedule, what we are going to do, we are going to mark it done. From here we are going to update it here, and then the staff would probably remove this person from the waiting list, and he would enter that into the master list. So these are the overall functionalities of our portal. So we pretty much think that all of the requirements that were given, we have nicely done. This portal is running, it has been deployed on Heroku. All of the code is available on GitHub. uh, uh, and we welcome you to go try our portal, try this out, and we're awaiting your feedback. So I'll end it here. Thank you. And additionally, we have also implemented a very short CI/CD pipeline as well. So all of our code that we push to master on GitHub automatically gets deployed in Heroku. So we are also getting benefit of CI/CD as well. So thanks for watching. Awaiting your feedback. Thank you.